Welcome back to my YouTube channel and hello to any new subscribers. It's been a minute since I made a YouTube video. I'd kind of been focusing more so on getting all my makeup tutorials up, so I wanted to dive back in and do a YouTube video. Up on my Instagram one of the little question boxes and said throw me your questions, so I'm going to go through a few of the questions and I'm going to try, there were loads of different things, so I'm going to try and go through them in like categories. So I'm going to do beauty, skin, personal. So dive right in, start with beauty. I was asked mainly kind of what like my favourite products are at the moment. So first up, foundation. So when it comes to foundation, I always need something that's going to make me as matte as possible. As you can see, I even look like glowy right now. It's just how oily my skin is. I'm so oily, and that is one of the main reasons why I had acne and still have breakouts, is because I produce so much excess oil on my skin. So when I'm looking for foundation for myself, I need something that's going to be really matte. So I use Huda Beauty, and the shade that I've been using is Toasted Coconut. Love this, it's gorgeous. It's quite heavy though, so I've kind of been trying to use this just for my evening makeup. And then for my daytime, I've been using the Estee Lauder Double Wear for daytime. So that's what I have on right now, is the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and I have it in Desert Beige, but I do feel like I could go up a shade. I've kind of been bronzing it up a bit, but I really like this for during the day as well. So yeah, they would definitely be, for me personally, they would be the foundations that are working best on my skin. Other foundations that I just absolutely love, I think Armani Luminous Silk is a gorgeous glowy foundation for during the day. If my skin ever stops being so oily, I definitely go back to that during the day because I loved it. MAC Studio Fix Fluid is just a classic. It's a staple in my makeup kit. I use a lot of the Nars foundations on my clients. That was another question I got, what do I differ between what I use and what I use on clients. The Nars comes in 3 different formulas. So they've got like one for kind of more mature skin, then they've got one that's more of a matte and full coverage, and then they've more of a glowy kind of in the middle third one. And I don't know if you can hear that, but that's my doorbell. It's Ariel. Next on the makeup front, by far the most asked question I get, like every single day, like not just for this video, every single day I'm asked what I have on my lips. What I have on today is what I have been wearing for a good while. So first I put on Runway Hit, which is this one. It's quite matte, you can see him down to the end, and then I pop over a little bit of Creme Sheen to give it a little bit of not so matte a finish. And then I'm all out of Whirl Lip Liner, is definitely my favourite lip liner by MAC, but I'm all out of it at the moment, so I'm using another amazing product by Amy Connolly. It's her lip quad, which is fantastic. The nude one, yeah, this is the nude edition, then there's like a pinky edition, and today I have on Bare. So yeah, it's just like those pens like back in school that you could different ones on, shade like that. Onto affordable powders. For my clients, I'd always use Studio Fix by MAC powder, or Charlotte Tilbury No. 1, or Laura Mercier Translucent. So they'd be the ones that I'd use on my clients. For myself, I kind of dabble in a few, but the ones that I always find myself going back to is the Flormar Loose powder. I just feel like it's so affordable and it's really, really good. Like, I could just give my face a light wash with this one, or I can bake with it. So yeah, this one's great, and especially for me because like I have makeup on nearly every single day. I don't want to be using my heavy products all the time, or I don't want to be using my really expensive products all the time, because just quite frankly it's too expensive. So it's great that I have something that is so affordable, and you can get these in pennies and then some chemists I think as well. So yeah, that would be the powder that I use. My favourite product in my makeup bag is the Sculpted by Amy Custom Edition. Again, going back to things being affordable, like you don't want to be spending crazy amounts of money all the time on your makeup. So the fact that like sometimes, like my blush, Pinky Hues is the blush I have on every single day, and so that obviously runs out a lot quicker for me than say the cream highlight would. buy just the once off little things as well. So like this one's coming to the end of its life, so I'll just buy a new one and then you can pop them back in. I think they're only like €8, so very affordable, really good product. Okay, let's talk makeup brushes. Plush brushes and blank canvas. So they are brilliant, really fluffy, great brushes. Then also Amy Connolly's brushes, and Sarah Curie has just brought out as well her own, which I just think this is absolutely stunning. So they come in this little tote bag, like bag, I don't know. I'm missing some of them because I just took them out to do my makeup. But they're gorgeous brushes. You've everything you need in this set. Really nice handles on them and everything, and just really great brushes. So you get this set and it comes in that bag. If you're not using good brushes, your makeup just doesn't go on right. I'm going to leave it there with the beauty questions. Skin. So this is not a weird one, but I don't like giving skin advice. It's not my forte. I feel like the only leg I have to stand on is the fact that I'm going through a process with my own skin, as in I have suffered with acne and I'm on a constant journey to try and get my skin clear and stop getting breakouts. I'm not there yet and I'm 26. So I could go weeks on end where I'm like, oh my god, it looks so good and I really feel like I beat it this time, and then all of a sudden I get a breakout and I feel like I'm just back to where I was like feckin' a few years ago. And it's never gotten as bad as it was a few years ago. Like, I definitely have come on leaps and bounds with my skin. I take way better care of it. I drink so much water. I eat really healthy. I go and get facials done regularly, like every 6 weeks. I always wash my makeup off. I clean my brushes regularly. I do everything I'm supposed to do, but I still have spots. And it's purely, I think anyway, skin is just producing so much excess oil that like it's clogging my pores, or it's, I don't want to get like really like technical, but basically too much oil, too much skin cells creates then breakouts, and that is what I have on my face all the time. So I am constantly trying to counteract how oily I am with products, all these kind of things, and sometimes it's great and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I'm also on 2 antibiotic prescription creams. I did not want to go on antibiotic tablets because I was on them for 2 years for my skin, and it really damaged my stomach, and I was very sick for a while because of all the antibiotics I was on. Like, I want to fix this forever on a way that is attainable for me and not being on antibiotics. So I'm just trying so hard not to go down the route of being on antibiotic tablets right now. Look, let's see in a year's time how I'm doing. I don't feel like my skin ever gets that bad anymore. Like, at the moment I have like one spot here and one spot here, and to me that's like, I'm like, oh god, it's not great, but it actually is great. Like, it's so much better than it was, and the rest of my skin looks like, I'm so happy with, like, the rest of my skin is really like bright and glowing and looks really healthy and everything I could possibly want. It's just those 1 or 2 spots that I get, and if you're someone who's suffered with acne, you'll kind of understand what I mean. Is even if it's not bad at all, you still, when you get that 1 or 2 spots, you still kind of revert back to that, oh my god, am I going to get more? Is everybody looking at my skin? Blah blah blah. And it's just stupid. I know nobody really actually cares. But just for me in my own head, because it had been so bad, I kind of am like, oh god. So that's why I'm so nervous to ever tell people what skin products I'm using, just because I know, like, sometimes my skin products, they're working amazing for me and my skin will be perfect and so clear and I'll be thrilled, and those same products, they don't work for me 6 months down the line, and all of a sudden my skin is kind of breaking out again, and I do have to go and change it up and figure out what I need, figure out why things were working, why they're not working anymore, and so on. So somebody messaged me and was like, why did you change your skin routine? I started on your old skin routine and it's been working wonders for me, and that's brilliant. But at the start of that video that I put up about my skin, I was like, please, like, don't take this and be like, oh, I'm gonna follow Bonnie's skin routine and my skin's gonna look like this. Like, it's so personal to me and your skin is so personal to you that, like, I just would never tell people like, oh, this is what is going to work for you. All I can ever say is like, this is what I'm doing, this is what's working for me, and that's it. So yeah, that's the skin thing. So at the moment I'm still not happy to say what products I'm using, just because I just want to wait until a couple of my breakouts are gone, leave it for a while, make sure I'm not breaking out anymore, make sure I'm really happy. If it continues the way it's going right now, then I will be really happy to show them to you, because I do feel like my skin looks way brighter and I'm really happy with that. But I just want to leave it a little bit longer. I totally ranted on about this, but I'm like so passionate about skin. Also, please be wearing your SPF on your face. Okay, so general life update. As you know, I recently became one of the new TV reporters on Expose, which I'm like just so thrilled about. Like, last night was actually my first interview that I've done. I've done a lot of fashion segments and some stuff in studio and things, but this was the first like celebrity I've interviewed, and it was Howie from the Backstreet Boys, and I was like, keep calm, Bonnie, don't fangirl, act natural. And I think it went okay. So I'm really excited for that to come out. Somebody asked me, how did I get Expose? So I had been doing some contributor stuff on Lisa Cannon Show Box Office, which I absolutely love doing. It's so much fun and I just absolutely adore Lisa. She's so good at what she does. Doing some stuff in that, and I was reviewing kind of Netflix series and stuff, because if you follow me on Instagram, you know I love my Netflix, you know I love murder documentaries, and they had seen that and they were like, you can talk, you do stuff on social media, let's get you in, let's see how you get on Lisa's show. So that went really well, and at the time they'd been watching, the guys in Virgin had been kind of seeing what I was doing, and they got on to me and asked would I like to screen test for a role on Expose. I was like, do I what? Of course. I had said about a year ago to my agent, I was like, it would be such a dream if I could be doing all my makeup stuff but also have some sort of a TV thing going on. I'd love to do some presenting, but look, let's just see, only if it was to happen naturally and organically, and thank feck it did. So I went and I screen tested, and I was so nervous. Screen testing is way more nerve-wracking than actually doing the gig, I feel, because you're kind of watching, or people are watching you to be like, is she any good, is she shite? And I was really nervous. So anyway, I went off, did my screen test, and they called and said, yeah, you got it, you got the gig, and the rest is history. Some kind of like minor questions that I'm just going to fly through. I was asked where my favourite place to go on holidays is, that somebody's booking their holiday. My favourite place, it's Walt Disney World in Florida. It is like the best place on planet Earth. If you don't know this already, me and my family are absolutely Disney freaks, fanatics. We get up in the morning and we've Disney music playing in our house, and we've loads of Disney memorabilia. It's been our family holiday since Lottie, my older sister, since she was like 5 or 6. So for my whole life I've been going. My parents only started bringing us when we were about 4 or 5 each of us, so anyone who was under that age got left home with my nana, just because they wanted us to really be able to enjoy it and go on the rides, and you know, for them to not have to like wait and not be able to go on stuff, and which totally makes sense. So I've been going there since I was really young. We have the most amazing family memories there. I cannot wait to go back. What did I study in college? So I have talked a good bit about this, and if you followed me for a while, you probably would have seen last year me doing the great trek to and from my evening course every single week. So I studied at night for 4 years while working marketing and event management, and I finished in November with a first in my degree, so I'm really proud of that. And before that I studied music and performance, and I got a higher national diploma in that. So I went to Ballyfermot for my music diploma, and then I went to DBS for my marketing degree. Another question was, where is my makeup studio and when am I open? So my makeup studio is based in Drumcondra. I am in Hessians there. It is the most beautiful space. I'm so proud of it, and I am there every Friday and Saturday doing makeovers, and sometimes during the week. I was asked would I ever do radio, and I'd never say never. Just say I'd never say never, because if you'd asked me a few years ago did I ever think I'd be presenting on TV, I would have been like, no way, I could never do that. And look at me now. So yeah, never say never, who knows. Okay, I just kind of went with the questions that I was getting asked. I feel like the video is probably a bit of a mixed match, but they were the questions that were coming through, so I said feck it, I might as well just put it all into the one video and chat for a while, give you a bit of an update of how I'm getting on. Things are good. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've got a lot of vlogs that I've been recording and I'm going to be editing, so stay tuned for them. Yeah, so loads more stuff to come to my YouTube channel. Make sure you're subscribed, comment below, let me know what videos you want to see next. Until next time.